What's up everybody? Out here with my Belgian Malinois tracker, and we're going to teach you guys how to walk between the legs. Go between. So walking between is actually a pretty simple command to learn. It's good for if you're ever in public and you don't have a leash and you want your dog to walk by you, or if you're in a crowd of people or whatever around other dogs. It's a good little trick to have in the arsenal. So I'll break it down for you how Trakker and I developed that skill and what we did to do it. It's pretty simple and shouldn't take too long. So the first thing you're gonna want is either a toy or treats. I started with treats for rewarding, and I moved to the ball once he pretty much had the skill down, and I didn't need to reward him every time. So as a puppy, it was a 2 to 3 time a day process, 10-minute periods. I would do this training session with him just to keep it short and sweet while their attention span is there, because it's very short. I would get Trakker on my side in the heel position, and then I would use the word tween because of between, go between, and it's just an easy, quick word to use. So the first thing I would do is I'd get him in the heel position here, and then I would coax him with the treat, and I would guide them through my leg with this and reward them once they got into position. Trakker, tween. And I would coax him through and then reward him once he got into the position. Then I'd bring him back around to heel. He'd sit, I'd spread my legs a little, Trakker, tween, guide him through, reward as soon as he got there. So after I got Trakker used to just going between like that and rewarding him, then what I did is I started walking with it, and I would guide him with the treat to keep him going, so he got used to walking in the position. Tween. I just do short periods because it is awkward at first being in between your legs, and that's all I would do a few times a day, 10-minute periods. You just want them to be comfortable, because going between your legs can be a little awkward for them. You got to give them space with your stance so you're not stepping on their paws. The treat phase is awesome for beginning pups, especially puppies, because they're a little more treat driven. Once they understand the command and they have it down, you don't want to have to reward them every time. So I moved to the ball. Trakker loves his ball, and then that seemed to be a little bit more fun for him too, so it switched it up, kept it interesting. So now I just tell him, Trakker, go tween, and we can walk, and I don't have to reward him immediately after he does it. We might walk for a minute, might stop, and you keep them in position by guiding them with this hand until they get the hang of it. We can walk backwards in tween. The goal of it is that this dog will go wherever you go, whether you turn right, whether you turn left, go forward, or backwards. Good boy. Only problem is you won't get the ball back once you give it to him. Once you get the ball from him, this is the next advanced step. The next step for this training is a nonverbal, and Trakker picked this up pretty well. And if you do it from the start, your dog should too. But I'll just spread my legs, and he knows that means I want him to go between, because I'm giving him the space to stand there. At this point, if you've done enough training with the treats of getting them into position, getting comfortable, walking around, taking short distances for beginners, and then gradually working up, your dog should be comfortable and know they're just going to stay there until you give them the okay to get out of that position, which that could be a face or a heel or a switch to the other side command, or just a free and they can go wherever they want to go. I like to tell them to face, and then I'll whoa. And then I'll reward him. All right, so Trakker's 2.5 years old now, so he's done this for a little while. But this is kind of what you can do when you throw it all together and your dog has learned the command. It's pretty fun, actually. So let's go ahead. Hey, twin. So we can walk with it. We can go back with it. Run with it, and we go back with it running. You can twist with it, go down with it, stand with it. Your dog is essentially doing anything you do because they're not going to go anywhere unless you let them. This is another cool one just to throw in a little bit more advanced. Go down. Run up. He'll come between your legs. Okay. So it's pretty fun. There's a lot of little variations with the tween, or going between the legs. I don't even know the technical term for it. I'm no dog trainer, but I do enjoy hanging out with Trakker and learning new things with him. Essentially breaking it down, it's pretty simple. You're just guiding them into position of the tween position and taking it one little step at a time, whether that be getting them just between your legs is all you can get to, or getting them between your legs and then walking with them, or then running with them. You just break it down one at a time, and I don't advance to the next step really until the dog has perfected the first, second, or third one. It's awesome for Trakker as well because he is a little timid towards strangers, so if we're in a big group of people, he'll actually feel more comfortable walking around if we're in tween, because he's a little bit more safe and in control in that position. So it's a good one for unsure, timid dogs, aggressive dogs, anything like that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. That was Go Between with Trakker and I. Anything you can do to get out and train and keep your dogs going mentally, I think is good. So we always throw this in when we're out just playing. I'll throw in tween and we'll run around, so you're actually getting practice while you play. So give it a shot. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good summer with your dogs, guys. It's a great time to get out and learn something new with them.